This is a highly unorthodox career move.
That's the point.
I mean, we need to accept that not every biopic can give us cliché perfection. Bohemian Rhapsody with its Spinal Tap-inspired premise, a movie that's literally a rock band parody, The Smashing Machine taking us inside someone's life, suffering with the anguish of losing one match. But sadly, Springsteen's biopic that doesn't even have a household name playing the lead gives us nothing but a relatable story that actually makes sense. I mean, don't they know what ratings are? Given the main focus of Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere is the creation of the Nebraska album, one of the least commercial decisions in music history, it's pretty amazing that the movie is equally as ill-advised. I mean that in the best way possible. I wish more biopics would do this, but given the current rating of the movie, it just goes to show, don't trust those ratings.
You son of a bitch!
I'm not gonna ignore the issue here. This isn't the Springsteen movie the fans may have been hoping for, but similar to how you likely misinterpreted the meaning behind Born in the USA, maybe consider how bold this is. If you don't know, Nebraska was not the average Bruce Springsteen album, focusing on dark personal issues, basically being folk. The movie not only shows how that came to be, the decision not to promote it along with no touring, but also the connection between that and his personal life. Keep in mind, I'm not a huge Springsteen fanatic, I'm actually trying to get into it, so it's not what I expected. But upon sitting through so many shitty biopics that think entertainment is hating somebody for most of the movie, and then being told to like them in the last 5 minutes because revelation.
You just don't get it because you're not smart enough.
I can't deny how refreshing this more subdued approach is. As expected, you don't open at the beginning, instead right after the river tour, making it clear immediately Bruce is not in good shape, and I gotta say, his portrayal by Jamie Allen White is pretty good. He does in fact do his own singing and playing, it apparently took some work, I commend that. It's not Timothée Chalamet, it's Bob Dylan, but how could it be? This eventually leads him to create the new album with a 4-track recorder in his New Jersey bedroom, and despite it not being the intended permanent method, the distorted, echoey sound ends up being the final mix. He does become seemingly obsessed with it sounding the way he wants, expressing the importance of that, what it means to him, but given the way he sells the state he's in, I don't think it's taken too far. Not that I completely know how accurate all this is, but maybe some tension could have been thrown in. I like how his friend John is very reasonable, never going against him. In fact, I really enjoyed that character, but there's no conflict from anybody. Aside from a phone call and disbelief about a fucking folk album, and the debate on singles versus albums, you kinda want somebody to at least try to talk him out of it. Literally shelving famous songs that would lead to his global stardom. As we know, it all worked out. Nebraska was no failure, but it's hard to believe nobody put up more of a fight. The result is a movie that doesn't feel like a movie, like you know it's based on something real, but like I said, that's kind of why I enjoy it. Because it is real, that's what so many biopics miss. Maybe a bit too real at times, like it's lacking something. Can't completely ignore that, maybe if the other characters did more. Like I said, I do really like John, portrayed by Jeremy Strong. But if anybody was just there to be there, you probably know. The love interest, Faye, Odessa Young, who I know nothing about, could have almost not been there. If it's accurate, then by all means, but still not adding much. I can't exactly call it an issue, not a good use of screen time maybe. But like I said, the negatives pretty much in there. It's definitely not trying to be cinematic, it's going for realism, and that's what I want. I don't completely know about accuracy, but I think the songs are the right ones. I know Born in the USA was recorded then. And the complicated relationship with his father is, again, assuming it's correct, brilliantly done. Stephen Graham puts in a good performance, but what I really enjoy about this, the flashbacks showing his childhood, are presented in black and white. It's just a nice touch that wasn't by any means needed, but given the tone they're going for, depressing, somewhat self-reflective, it really does fit here. Speaking of details, when he's writing his lyrics, we see him making minor changes to I and me, and as we know, it makes it more personal. That's what this is, a personal movie, not an attempt to make you hate someone for no reason, or a great big display mimicking a famous concert. I have no issue with movies doing that, the latter. I thoroughly enjoy A Complete Unknown, but in the same vein, shows that really happened depicted in film isn't something we need too much of. Maybe once per 2 years. Even if Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't trash, you could easily watch the entire Live 8 show on YouTube anytime you please. See the real thing, not Rami Malek lip-syncing. So this biopic not doing that, taking you in a more personal, thought-provoking direction, not relying on a big name to get the job done, I can't help but commend that. When serious moments come, they're effective. I can't say I was entertained all the way through. It did lack in some places. But the fact is, it's a biopic that we desperately need more of. A damn good job.
Party on, dudes!
Honestly, even if you don't like Springsteen, you could still get a lot out of this. To many that may be an issue, but as a casual fan at best, it works out. So let me know what you thought about Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please share it, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the bell, it's essential. YouTube may not notify you. I'm the Analyst, and remember kids, less can be more. That's proven here.